मीठा खा के जाओ शुभ है, एग्जाम देने जा रहे हो घी चीनी खा के जाओ, एक मीठा खा के जाओ, कोई गुड न्यूज है तो जस्ट ईट मीठा ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस। कि ब्रेकफास्ट हो गया है मीठा खाओ, लंच हो गया है मीठा खाओ, डिनर हो गया दैट्स द मोस्ट डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन आंसरिंग। लोग पूछते हैं एंटी एजिंग सीक्रेट क्या है या पतले कैसे होना है, उससे भी ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन है कि व्हाट इज द हेल्दीएस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ शुगर। आई मीन यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ शुगर works as any kind of drug, I'll say. I would love to eat sweet as much as possible. Like I said, I think we all just live to, have sweet. And in fact, it's all about training. I mean, some secrets are not to be told, I'll say. Overindulgence of those kind of, sugar alternatives does have some side effects as well.
So, let's have a coffee shots here with Dr. D.
Back to what I was saying.
Hi everyone, my name is Anshi Sharma. So let's get started with our next episode of Coffee Shots with Dr. D. So hold your breath. You must be thinking, what are we going to talk about, right? So it's sugar controlling our mind. So let's get started. Hold your breath. We are going to learn something new and get excited about it. Hi everyone, my name is Anshi Sharma. So I want to all welcome you here with our next episode on Coffee Shots with an amazing Dr. D.
Hi, thank you, Anshika.
Yeah, you're welcome, ma'am. So I want to give an amazing introduction of ma'am and Dr. D. So I said, ma'am is a doctor, an entrepreneur, fashion geek, author, and whatnot, and philanthropist. So I'm amazed here, ma'am.
Well, Anshika, that was a huge description. I mean, thank you so much for that. But well, I mean, after listening the things from your mouth, I can recall you have done pretty good with my work. Thank you again. So let's jump on the topic of today.
Yes, definitely. And we are going to talk about something very interesting. So I want to start something very nice thing. I'm a very grumpy kid. So whenever I have my meal, I always jump on sweet. I always think, okay, what I'm going to order next. So you have a sweet tooth?
Okay, wow. Some secrets are not to be told, I'll say. But since you've asked, I think... who does not love sugar? Who does not love sweets, the cake, the Indian mithai? We love to eat those. But having said that, do I practice or do I eat sugar? Yes, in moderation, I do have. But, thankfully, I'm blessed that I don't have a sweet tooth. But, I guess certain kind of desserts which I cannot avoid, I do have. But, like I said, I don't overindulge myself. I think that's the trick to sustain, even if you go grumpy or you like sweets and your cakes a lot, or maybe it works wonderful with your mood, but one has to look at the side effects and the good effects and make a balance and have certain kind of things, but in very low moderation.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. And yes, so I'm a very curious person here now. So I want to know, like, how often you prefer sweets or something?
Anshi, I would love to eat sweet as much as possible. Like I said, I think we all just live to, have sweet. And in fact, it's all about training. So many times we follow our, family traditions, जहाँ खाने के बाद कुछ मीठा खाना होता है, and particularly with our Indian culture, वो तो होता ही नहीं जब तक हम थोड़ा सा मीठा हर खाने के बाद ना खा ले। कितनी बार तो हम कहते हैं मीठा खा के जाओ शुभ है, एग्जाम देने जा रहे हो घी चीनी खा के जाओ, एक मीठा खा के जाओ, कोई गुड न्यूज है तो जस्ट ईट मीठा. Sugar definitely is good when you want to celebrate something. Yeah. But having on a regular basis कि breakfast हो गया है मीठा खाओ, lunch हो गया है मीठा खाओ, dinner हो गया मीठा खाओ. So many times I hear that लोग कहते हैं अच्छा मैं dinner नहीं करूँगी, मैं सिर्फ थोड़ा सा मीठा खा लूँगी. That will just balance my calorie or whatever, my guilt. But everything has its own side effects, so we need to be very watchful about what we put in our mouth. And answering to your question that how often do I eat, I eat very, very less sweets. I try to, use the hacks which I've learned over the years to control my sweet tooth. Even if I'm eating, I would, be very careful about how much quantity I am putting in my mouth. It's like training over the years. I have trained myself over the years to control certain things. Like, right now we are having coffee, but I'm sure there's no sugar in the coffee. Hai na bhaiya? So yeah, that's how we do, taking little step at each time, makes you win the race for a long term.
Like all my favorite is jalebi and rabdi. So I want to ask yours, like what's your favorite dessert?
Ooh, I love chocolate brownie, can't, agar brownie samne hai, I cannot say no. So इसलिए brownie सामने रखना ही नहीं है. But, during COVID times, we have overindulged ourselves in various things. I'm glad that you were learning a lot of skills in cooking and baking, which is still good, rather than eating all the bakes. Speaking about my favorite sweets, of course, is brownie, and then jalebi, rabdi, and then bundi ke laddu. The list is huge.
The list is definitely, and we all crave for it. I hope you all agree with me here. Since we are talking about something really tasty and mouth-watering, so why not let's just move forward with the healthiest form. So why not let me ask ma'am here. So ma'am, what do you think? What's the healthiest form of sugar?
Wow. That's the most difficult question answering. लोग पूछते हैं anti-aging secret क्या है या पतले कैसे होना है, उससे भी ज़्यादा difficult question है कि what is the healthiest form of sugar. I wish भगवान ने ऐसा कुछ बनाया होता, but then fruits definitely are a good form of sugar, which is mostly, sucrose and glucose and fructose. They are, I won't say good, but they are still okay when it comes from a natural source. So anything which is coming from the natural source, any kind of sugar which is coming from the natural source is still okay to have. It's not good, but it's okay to indulge yourself sometimes, but don't be very addictive to it, because it does raises your blood sugar. So it does not, there's nothing like that कि आपने sugar खाया, आपका calorie change नहीं हुआ, आपका sugar level change नहीं हुआ. There's nothing like that. There's nothing miracle sugar, although there are some which of lately people have developed, and which works very, very good with people who are diabetes and all. But still, overindulgence of those kind of, sugar alternatives does have some side effects as well.
That was really nice. So definitely after my workout, I always crave for, let me just go and have my peanut butter and the bread. So I will always think about, and always my fruits, what I'm going to have it. So I hope it also helped you all. So it was great knowing about all this, ma'am. So now we are going to jump on to the next thing, because I told you everyone, we are curious here. So since we are talking about getting drowsy and feeling a little lethargic after having it, so I'm still stuck to one thing here. I'm very curious, ma'am, here. Now I want to know, is it really hitting our mind? Is it controlling somewhere?
Okay, well, let's understand how we absorb sugar. So as soon as we eat the sugar, which, we have different kind of taste palettes on our tongue. We all know that. There's umami, there's salty, there's sweet. So the nerves which take the flavor to the cerebral cortex, and cerebral cortex tell us that then the cerebral cortex takes the action on the sugar. Well, as we know, sugar gives us instant energy rush. It's a feel-good, it develops a feel-good hormone, which is called dopamine. And by the way, let me tell you, dopamine is the same hormone which is also released when person is addicted to drugs. So yeah, you can understand that how sugar works as any kind of drug, I'll say, because the same hormones are released. But well, anyways, dopamine is definitely a feel-good hormone. Whoever is high on dopamine, we say they are very good and they have a feel-good sense all the time. That is the reason sugar gives us a sensation that we are in very good mood. So whenever we are feeling gloomy or sad, or like you said, not in a happy mood, you have some sugar, ya kuch meetha khao, you instantly feel happy. That's why sugar and mood is so correlated with each other. So, Anshi, in fact, sugar works as a reward system as well. Like it spoke, dopamine kaise, and we crave for dopamine. So that's why we crave for that kind of reward feeling or rewarded feeling all the time. That is the reason जब हम sugar खाते हैं तो हमें और sugar खाने का मन करता है कि अगर you breakfast में let's say अगर cupcake खाया आपने, you would feel to have sugar for the whole day. That is a tricky part about sugar. Because जो अच्छी फीलिंग आती है, जो रिवॉर्ड वाली फील आती है, यू गेट हुक टू दैट. लाइक like I spoke कि drugs may be similar kind of, like any kind of drugs give you the same kind of feeling as sugar. So yeah, I mean, you have to be watchful about it, that what time are you having sugar. In fact, there are various hacks also, that what is the right time to have your meetha or your sugar. We are going to speak about it later in the session, but for now I like to say that definitely sugar works hugely on your brain, on your mood, on your craving, on your energy levels, on your addiction. It's a whole thing which sugar works on. It works on your hormones hugely. That is why so many times we see that जब हमारे को बहुत acne होता है और our skin goes worse, the first thing the doctor tells you कि चीनी मीठा कम करो, right? And then we have various stomach infections, our metabolism goes for a troll. So there is a whole lot of psychological, physiological things which work around the sugar by causing some kind of pathological changes.
So ये बात हमें पता चली कि how does it going to impact. Now मेरे दिमाग में एक और चीज़ है, and I'm going to pop up one more thing here with hormones. So yeah, be a little familiar. I want to know, मैम, कि हमारे hormones को कैसे impact करता है? क्या exactly impact करता है hormones का हमारे? Like if I'm going to take lot of sugar, because I'm a grumpy kid, I told you I crave so much for sugars. So yeah, here ma'am, for hormones.
So hormones and sugar, they are like two tires of a car. The more you have sugar, the more your hormone imbalance goes on. So yeah, to stop that, you need to control your sugar. For an example, we have seen in young girls that having too much of sugar or too much of sweets, cake, meetha, वगैरह खा के, we have seen that they have, of course, weight gain issues, and then they have facial hairs, and eventually PCOS and various hormonal imbalances comes up. I mean, these are some things, and in fact, so many times the girls, they come to me that, ma'am, हम तो उतना मीठा खाते ही नहीं है. But let me tell you, guys, there are a lot of things which you are having which has hidden sugars. I mean, that's again a different topic, that how your marinara sauce contains some kind of sugar, how your tomato sauce or any other ready-made things contains various kind of sugar, your breads contain sugar. So yeah, I mean, that's a complete different topic, but this is one example that how your hormone imbalances happen when you take excessive amount of sweets or sugar or too much of carbohydrate. And of course, let's not forget about diabetes, which is insulin spike which happens, and there are insulin resistance which happens, and there are whole again a lot of things, a lot of hormonal imbalances. Your estrogen, progesterone, your testosterone, everything just goes for a toss. And I mean, if I go on speaking about each hormone, how it works on each hormone, it's a different story. But then, in short, it just plays a huge action on all of your hormones. And let's not forget about diabetes, which is a point to be concerned about. In fact, India, we know that how so many diabetic people are there. Type 2 diabetes is so common, and it's a lifestyle disease. So how does a lifestyle disease happen? Because your body is getting insulin resistant at certain point, and then there are various other things which leads to diabetes, and sugar, by the way, my dear, is one of those things.
So यहाँ पे हमने थोड़ा सा रिलेशन आ रहा है, like mind, brain and yeah, diabetes. So एक और चीज़ आती है, like usually I think like when we see the aged people, even my dada dadi, they used to have diabetes, and my parents used to say थोड़ा सा कम खाओ हो जाएगी तुम्हें. So ma'am, is it related, diabetes और brain थोड़ा सा related होता है?
I like that, थोड़ा सा कम खाओ हो जाएगी तुम्हें. That's a very interesting line. But yeah, I mean, diabetes and brain function is definitely related, because once we know that people who have diabetic, they have higher chances of dementia, losing memory. One of the reason can be because your sugar, which goes through the blood vessels, which goes through your brain, the vessels, which is taking the sugar across the body, that starts degenerating slowly. So eventually, the blood vessels which are going to your brain, which controls your memory, also start showing the results, starts showing bad effects like dementia, loss of memory, and various other things.
Wow. Now I will think about it for the next time. Order करने से पहले सबसे पहले सोचता है कितना खाना है. Okay, that's great, wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay, तो हमने इतनी सारी चीज़ें अब ग्रैब करी है. एक और चीज़ पूछी रहती है मैम, अब तो सोच रहे हैं कि हाँ थोड़ा सा देख के खाना चाहिए, तो इसका कोई सोल्यूशन मैम क्या ढूंढ सकते हैं हम इसका सोल्यूशन?
Well, Anshi, I mean, everyone is looking for the solution, but I'll give you some hacks which, I have learned and have studied over the years, and also, I have practically experienced it myself. One of the hacks is that if you really want to have your sweet, that's absolutely okay. आपको मीठा खाना है, खाओ. Control पे खाना है, ये भी पता है. But now let's see that कब खाना है. So if you are having your मीठा, आप, एंड में ही खाओ, मीनिंग दैट आप अपना लंच कंप्लीट करो, डिनर कंप्लीट करो एंड एंड में खाओ. व्हाई? बिकॉज अगर जब आप लास्ट में खाते हो, देन आपका इंसुलिन स्पाइक उतना नहीं होता. अगर आप खाली पेट खा लेते हो अपना मीठा, अपने लड्डू, तो इंसुलिन स्पाइक बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. नाउ हाउ इट वर्क्स, लेट्स से हमारा अगर खाना है, उसमें लेट्स से सबसे पहले हमने सैलेड से शुरू किया, राइट? देन वी गो टू आवर सब्जियाँ, देन हम अपनी रोटी खाते हैं, देन रायता वायता जो भी होता है. तो ये सब खाने से हमारा जो इंसुलिन स्पाइक है वो धीरे 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 एक कंट्रोल रेट में जाता है, राइट? और इवेंचुअली आपके स्टमक में इतना बेस बन जाता है कि उसके बाद आपने अगर थोड़ा सा मीठा खाया, दैट वोंट spike up the insulin level. So yeah, it's a good idea to have your meetha after your food. In fact, if you just want to have your meetha straight away, always have some greens before that. पहले अपनी सब्जी खा लो, या फिर कोई green salad खा लो, या फिर एक sandwich कुछ खा लो, so that you get mixed and complex meal, which is a gradually and a slow release of energy and a gradual slow insulin spike rather than hitting the up. So yeah, and then you can have your meetha, which of course should be a less quantity. I'm not saying that pura cake kha lo, but of course that also should be in less quantity. This is one of the hacks. Number 2, what one can do is sour, having khatta. ये बड़ा अच्छा इंटरेस्टिंग स्टडी देखा गया है कि अगर आप खट्टी चीज़ें ज़्यादा खाओ तो आपको मीठे की क्रेविंग कम होती है. इनफैक्ट इट इज़ ऑल अबाउट ट्रेनिंग योर माइंड. खट्टी चीज़ें, स्पाइसी चीज़ें, थिंग्स लाइक दैट इफ यू हैव, देन डेफिनेटली आपकी क्रेविंग कम हो जाती है, एंड ऑल्सो आपका ब्लड शुगर लेवल भी कम होता है. लेट्स से अगर आपको कुछ मीठा खाने की क्रेविंग हो रही है, राइट? या नॉर्मल भी अगर आपका if you want to eat your carbohydrate less, or you want to cut down your sugar craving, or you want to work on your blood sugar levels, having lemon water या फिर नींबू का जूस 2 चम्मच पी लो, apple cider vinegar, adding it to water and then having it before your meal, these things control your blood sugar level. Again, I'm not saying that these won't increase your blood sugar level, कि इसके बाद मीठा कितना भी खा लो ब्लड शुगर नहीं बढ़ेगा, नहीं, पर ये आपका बैलेंस रखेगा. मीठा आपको डेफिनेटली लिमिटेड क्वांटिटी में खाना है. सो हैविंग sour things is one of the hack of controlling your blood sugar. Having spicy things, again, because of so many different flavors, because our tongue has various kind of flavor as we know, तो सिर्फ मीठे को ही क्यों एक्टिव रखना है? अगर आप अपने ब्रेन को ट्रेन करो टू activate the rest of the flavors, definitely your sugar cravings goes down. The third one is having good protein. So protein, as we know, makes us feel full for a long term. So जो एनर्जी क्रैश होता है वो नहीं होता. Let me tell you one more thing, कि शुगर की क्रेविंग हमारे को तभी भी होती है when we feel very lack of energy, right? And we want instant energy. Caffeine, sugar, I mean these kind of, they're stimulant, वो लिया, हमारा स्टिमुलस हो गया, and now we are active and energetic. But जितनी तेजी से आपका एनर्जी अप हुआ है, उतनी ही तेजी से the energy goes down. But having protein will make your stomach full and also give you slow release of energy, which is really important. So these are some kind of hacks which one can follow and control your blood sugar level.
सो यस एवरीवन, अभी हमें सोल्यूशन पता चला है. सो यहाँ पे मैम मैं आपका एक ओपिनियन जानना चाहती हूँ. लाइक हमने शुगर फ्री प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में यूजुअली बहुत सुनते हैं, लाइक वेन एवर वी गो अराउंड एंड सम सजेशंस वी गेट. सो क्या हम आपका क्या ओपिनियन है शुगर फ्री प्रोडक्ट्स को लेकर?
So let me tell you, sugar-free products are mainly for the people who are जिनको लेना चाहिए, मतलब बेसिकली जो डायबिटिक है, जिनको शुगर फ्री बोला गया है, उनके लिए बनाए शुगर फ्री प्रोडक्ट्स, राइट? नाउ शुगर फ्री प्रोडक्ट्स भी दो तरीके के होते हैं. वन इज विद, जिनमें न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं, वन इज विदाउट एनी काइंड ऑफ न्यूट्रिएंट्स. द वन व्हिच आर विद द न्यूट्रिएंट्स, दोज आर लाइक जैगरी, फिर खजूर का जो होता है, खजूर से आजकल चीनी बनती है, केन शुगर, एंड देयर लॉट ऑफ वेरियस काइंड ऑफ शुगर विच आर गुड फॉर योर हेल्थ, बिकॉज उसमें मिनरल्स है, कुछ वाइटामिन्स है, कुछ वेरियस चीज़ें जो आपके शरीर के लिए अच्छा होता है, बट आपका ब्लड शुगर भी बढ़ाता है, उसमें कैलोरी भी होती है. And the other one are non-nutritive, artificial sugars, which some of them are chemically made. जिससे आजकल इतनी सारी इंडस्ट्रीज हैं जो कि वेरियस काइंड ऑफ शुगर्स बनाती है. हर कोई अपना एक नया प्रोडक्ट लेके आ जाता है कि हमारा वाला लो, दिस इज शुगर फ्री, दिस वोंट गिव यू इंसुलिन स्पाइक. कुछ केमिकली होते हैं, कुछ नेचुरल होते हैं, लाइक स्टीविया एंड ऑल आर नेचुरल सोर्स ऑफ, एंड एवरी टाइम कुछ ना कुछ नया आता रहता है. पहले स्टीविया था, अब एक नया आया मॉन्क फ्रूट. इनफैक्ट अब और लेटेस्ट एक आया है विच इज एल्यूलोज. सो एल्यूलोज इज समथिंग जो कि व्हीट में और राइस में नेचुरली पाया जाता है. सो अब कह रहे हैं दैट इज ऑल्सो FDA approved. नाउ पीपल आर सेइंग दैट इज द बेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ शुगर वन कैन हैव, बिकॉज वो बॉडी में मेटाबोलाइज नहीं होता ह्यूमन बॉडी में, एंड वेरियस अदर थिंग्स. सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर दैट sugar market, I think people have made sugar industry into some kind of market. Firstly, because of diabetic people, to help diabetic people, and secondly, because somehow it is connected with weight gain and various other health issues. So being a mindful consumer is very important. Like आपको जानना चाहिए कि जो product market में बिक रहा है, is it necessary for you? Is it important for you? Is there any other way you can work it out? Is it absolutely important for you to take it? You should also see the label. I always tell my patients, my clients, my customers that हमेशा label के पीछे पढ़ो. वो इसीलिए लिखा होता है कि वो product आपको पढ़ने के लिए दिया जाता है. Also, while reading the label, one should know that जो सबसे ऊपर लिखा है उसकी quantity सबसे ज़्यादा होती है उस product में. तो so many times we see that सबसे ऊपर लिखा होता है fructose syrup or sugar syrup, and then there are a lot of vitamin B, this is vitamin C, good energy source, calcium और क्या क्या नहीं. But हम नीचे वाले चीज़ें हमारे को बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगती है, पर ऊपर जो छोटा छोटा सा लिखा है corn syrup और sugar, we think okay, चलो forget it. So we have to be very mindful about as a consumer that what we put in our mind, and let's not get fooled by the marketing techniques and attaching sugar with weight loss and controlling sugar and so whatnot.
Yes, definitely. So I agree with ma'am here. And something like body is such a precious thing. So whatever we are going to take it inside, we have to think twice now. And we're going to definitely think twice.
We need to do that.
Yeah. So यहाँ पे मैं एक amazing like मैम ने अभी बताया कि हम usually जब read करते हैं whatever we are going to have it inside. So ऐसे ही मैम मेरा एक कॉलेज का ऐसे ही किस्सा कह सकते हैं. So जैसे ही हमें एक ब्रेक मिलता था and middle of the break ऐसा होता है ना फ्रेंड्स के साथ एक दूसरे को लाइक इशारा किया चलते हैं एंड जैसे ही हम कैंटीन गए फर्स्ट थिंग वी गोना ग्रैब. I want to show you everywhere. I'm going to not reveal. Let's have some tea. Yes, here. Ooh. Yes, ma'am. So ma'am usually जैसे ही हम फ्रेंड्स मिलते थे हम इसको जल्दी से ऑर्डर करते थे बिफोर हैविंग स्नैक. सो हम इसके पीछे बहुत सारे ऐसे इंग्रेडिएंट्स है जैसे आपने बताया. तो मैम आप ये बता सकते हैं जैसे यहाँ पे इंग्रेडिएंट्स आप लोगों ने भी नोटिस किए होंगे. सो इसको जैसे हम कंज्यूम करते हैं सो आपका क्या कहना है इसके ऊपर?
ओके देखो कॉलेज में स्कूल में हर कोई ये सब करता है राइट, बट ये और किस नाम से बिकता है? एनर्जी ड्रिंक, है ना. People say like an energy drink और मे बी बोलते नहीं है तो पर हर फोटो में जो इनके वीडियो जो कमर्शियल्स आते हैं उसमें ऐसे दिखाई ये पिया एंड देन यू सडनली सो एनर्जेटिक,
चार्ज अप एनर्जी भी है।
लेट्स सी व्हाट इज द हाईएस्ट कंटेंट इन दिस। लाइक आई सेड, सबसे ऊपर जो लिखा होता है दैट इज द हाईएस्ट इन इट, एंड ऑफ कोर्स शुगर इज ऑन द number one. And as we have spoken prior, that sugar gives us instant energy. It's nothing hidden secret, guys, but it also does various other things which we spoke for the entire show today, which is not very good. And it also contains caffeine. So yeah, voila. I mean, caffeine and sugar together is the greatest energy drink if you want to have that. But I wouldn't support that. Of course, I wouldn't say anyone to have this kind of drinks because it is loaded with sugar. It is, of course, caffeine. If you want to have, you can have. But then even if you want to have, you can have in moderation. Maybe you can just play around, maybe add a lot of ice and then a little bit of, the drink, and then enjoy. You can try doing that and gradually, get rid of. But yeah, we all have been victim of such kind of products because it is refreshing, it's full of sugar, and then it's instantly available everywhere. So rather I would suggest to keep a coconut water handy, and when you're feeling low, crash down, just open up your coconut water and have it. But it doesn't sound fancy, right?
Yes ma'am. So yeah, definitely everyone, like some of you also go college and there is a go-to drink that we always want with a snack. So आप लोगों के लिए भी आज तुरंत अपने फ्रेंड्स को बताना है कि जो भी हम कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं उसमें क्या क्या था और हम क्या कर रहे हैं। Definitely.
Nishi, one more thing, एक बड़ा funny सा incident मुझे याद आया. So, when we used to go out with our friends, and they were like various shapes and size people, eating together, enjoying chole bhature. तो छोले भटूरे पूरा खाया, बटर चिकन पूरा खाया, पर ड्रिंक में क्या ऑर्डर किया? डाइट कोक, डाइट पेप्सी. And it was so hilarious कि एक तरफ तो आप अभी eating so heavy carbohydrate food, and दूसरी तरफ we are careful about and only drinking diet drinks.
Yeah.
So again, watch the label ki diet drinks mein bhi kya hai. You might want to be careful about the diet drinks as well. Yeah, and be watchful about what you put in your mouth.
Yes. डेफिनेटली आज तो मैं अपने फ्रेंड्स को सबको बताने वाली हूँ कि जो हम करते थे उसमें क्या था। सो आज हमें बहुत कुछ जानने को मिला है और आज तो मुझे बहुत सारे फनी इंसिडेंट्स भी याद आ गए अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ। सो फ्लैशबैक्स आ गए बहुत सारे। सो मैम मैं एक चीज़ और जानना चाहती हूँ, तो आप मेरे को कोई अच्छा सजेशन देना चाहेंगे दैट आई कैन गो फॉर, सो दैट नेक्स्ट टाइम मेरे को गिल्ट फ्री जिमिंग कर पाऊंगी मैं।
कुछ चीज़ों की हमने बात की अंशी, दैट कैसे हम शुगर को कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं, विच इज़ हैविंग गुड क्वालिटी हाई प्रोटीन. थोड़े से अपने खाने में खट्टा ऐड करो, इनफैक्ट सार ज़्यादा लो. लेमन इज़ वंडरफुल सोर्स. एप्पल साइडर विनेगर इज़ एन अमेजिंग सोर्स टू कट डाउन योर blood sugar level, to control your blood sugar level. So keep your apple cider vinegar handy. It's a very easy and convenient way to have a quick shot of apple cider vinegar, or there are so many amazing supplements in the market, one can keep them in handy. The other ways is also like I spoke ki protein अच्छा रखना चाहिए. One of the protein sources collagen. So having good collagen also keeps your body blood sugar balance रखता है. It keeps your metabolism on the go. It keeps your hair, skin, nails, everything in control, healthy, and in good shape. And other things which I can speak about is having green tea extract, regular green tea, keep having, because it is rich in polyphenols, works wonderful with your metabolism, will keep control of your blood sugar. Vitamin C is a very, very good source. So, vitamin C from your lemon, like I said, or having vitamin C supplements. That's also an amazing idea to balance your blood sugar level. And keeping regular check with your vitamin D levels, vitamin B levels, and basically all your minerals and vitamins. You should get a regular checkup done, because so many times हमें पता नहीं चलता है, हमारी body weak लग रही है, lack of energy लग रही है, but it might be because of some deficiency. It might be because of iron, maybe your vitamin C level is low, maybe your protein is not enough for your body. So these are some reasons जहाँ हमारे को weakness या crash down लगता है, mood swings होते हैं, but then we rather than going for the sugar, we should be looking for a good source of food or maybe some good source of supplement which can cover all your needs and balances your mood and also balances your blood sugar level. By the way, let me tell you one more thing. अगर आप supplement ले रहे हो, make sure label पढ़ो and always opt for sugar-free ones, because what's the point of having sugar? Why do you want to give unnecessarily sugar to your body? So always opt for sugar-free supplements and sugar-free, drinks, or whatever ways you can cut down. You have to cut down your sugar. Do that.
I am definitely gonna adopt this thing. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. So everyone, so I hope this thing also help you here. So everyone, after knowing immense knowledge with ma'am here, so let's have a coffee shots here with Dr. D.